I would start out asking myself, why would anyone want to hide the words of the Messiah? You know, the one that the Most High sent to the earth to teach us righteousness and how to be saved, how to be delivered. Why would anybody want to hide that knowledge? Why would anybody want to hide and suppress the information on how we get saved? Because it's not what the Christian church is teaching. Man, they have boasted against the natural branches for centuries, man. For centuries, for ages, for eons, literally, and have polluted the true doctrine of Yahushua HaMashiach, who the world calls Jesus. Oh man, it pisses me off so bad. But at the same time, I got to give all praise, honor, and glory and thanks to the Most High for waking me up in my ignorance and causing me to understand why I never fit into this world and why I was always looked at as an outcast and why I was always peculiar, why I was nowhere near what people thought I was, why I never said nowhere near what people thought I would. Because the Most High set me apart. I am a set apart one. And He has let me know that. And He's put within me His truth, His knowledge, His wisdom. Because the wisdom of this world, man, is leading everybody to destruction. Oh my goodness, man. I just can't with this world. There's so much that these Gentiles have hidden, while at the same time downtrodden us, treated us horribly. All over the world, man. All over the world where the Father's people is scattered. This treaty that was made, Psalms 83 talks about it. This covenant that was made with all these nations of the earth to hide who the true chosen people are, to hide who the Israelites are. And all while they were able to hide it and boast against the natural branches, they've oppressed us and forced us to go after their gods, to learn about their gods and their interpretation of God, their interpretation of Jesus. And then we hold tight to those beliefs and go into adulthood and have children, teach our children the same polluted doctrines. Teach our children that it's okay to feast upon the innocent creation that the Father created, gave the breath of life to, and told to be fruitful and multiply. It's okay for them to be murdered and then eaten. The total opposite of the true almighty power. But yet you want to call me crazy. Yet you want to say I'm in a cult. I'm the one that's in a cult. You're the one that commit blood sacrifices. You're the one that believes that Jesus was a blood sacrifice. And I'm in a cult? Really? I'm not trying to put anybody down. What happens is people try to put me down. People try to put down the truth. Like my dad, proclaiming that I'm in a cult. Like, look, man, I'm not the one committing blood sacrifices. I'm not the one that's in cahoots with this wicked ass government that's spilling blood all over this earth by the billionth or more. These people are insanely wicked. And this is who you want to listen to. Your so-called freaking authority. Who gave these people the authority over you? The Most High should only be the one to have authority over you. Why are you giving men the ability to have authority over you? You were made free by the Most High. I mean, if you believe in the Most High, who the world calls God, because they want to just mingle him in with all the gods of this world, well, he's outside of that. So I'm going to give him that respect. So when I talk about quote unquote God, I am talking about the one that's infinite, the creator of all life. The one that's outside of your title that you want to label him as. Because the one that you want to label as God ain't the same God that you worshiping. That God is Satan, the one that said he would set himself up like the Most High, that he would sit upon the sides of the north. And that abominable church, the freaking Vatican, why do they hide all of these documents? Why is it locked up in their secret vaults? About 50 miles. Like, how many miles of freaking tunnel do they have down there where they're hiding the documents of the Hebrew Israelites? How much gold has the freaking Queen of England and all of these freaking Gentile devils done stole from the true people of the Most High? All while downtrodden us, treating us horribly for centuries. And for the past 500 years, just completely pillaging us, raping, more than that. Everybody freaking knows the plight of the Negro, but nobody ever wants to think about it or talk about it. And when we do bring it up, we're called freaking racist. They do reverse racism and shit. Like, how in the hell you go? I just can't with this world, man. I just can't with this world. I've always knew something was wrong, man. I've always knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So when I run across videos of Big Judah saying things like, they've always known, they just couldn't put their finger on it. Like, man, that's exactly what's in my head, bro. How are you saying what's exactly in my head and I don't even know you? It's because it's the spirit of truth. It is the power of the Most High that leads and guides us into the spirit of truth. Now, I don't necessarily agree with everything that Big Judah says, but that's not what this is about. This is about the spirit of truth leading and guiding you into information and knowledge which comes from the Most High. And then you are able to confirm it with your own life and within you. Things that you have thought about, things that's in you. Because he put his word in you. And then they make a mockery out of it, you know, with the devil on the freaking left-hand shoulder and the Father on the right-hand shoulder. You know, they make a mockery out of it. But it's the absolute truth. Like your brain, like Satan sits on the left hand side of your brain. And that's also connected to your flesh. So your flesh and your left hand brain, all of that, and if you're eating dead things, then like your flesh is much more powerful than your spirit, which is your creative type, which is your right brain. So your right brain, where the Most High occupies your right brain, well, and that's what causes all your creativity and all of that. All the thinking outside the box. Left brain is all narrow-minded, thinking inside the box, constructed ideas of men, basically. And Satan sits on that seat. So you're listening to every other voice but the voice of the Good Shepherd. They make a mockery out of this. And they tell you to your face the truth, and then people are just oblivious to it. Man, sometimes I be like, I'm not gonna grab my phone. I just can't with this world. I'm tired of talking, and then when I do, I feel like an urgency to get something out, and I get it out, and it just sits there, and nobody sees it. I know that Facebook is probably shadow banning it, but I put it in my story, I shared it, and yet it's got no views. At least not from Facebook anyway. And freaking YouTube is putting the muzzle on me. I have not been able to upload for almost a week. And it's like, why do I even feel an urgency to get this stuff out? Like people is like ignoring it. People's not even paying attention, man. People don't care. People don't care that this word is going forth in the earth. Not that it has to come through me, but it is coming through me. I can't help that, man. I cannot help that. I am deeply rooted in the word, bro. I can't help it. But I need an outlet, and this is what it is. And this is not getting hardly no views, and it's okay. Like the Father is like, I really feel like the Father is like patting me on the back, and he's like, it's all right. You just be patient. My word's going to get to who I want it to get to in my timing. And in my timing, it will gain some traction. In my timing, it will go where it needs to go. And I'm cool with that. I'm sitting back like, yeah, it's all good, Father. I'm not going to trip out that, nobody is seeing it, Like, because I'm humble about it, Yeah, it kind of, hurts a little bit, I guess, because it's like, well, why did I feel the urgency to get it out so soon if people are not going to see it, But it is what it is, and that's what I'm doing, man. But Satan trying to freaking go against it, man. He's trying to go against me. Like, he freaking putting a muzzle on me on freaking YouTube. Like, bro, I ain't even say vaccine in that last video. I ain't even say the V word, man. Like, but I know why they freaking they said it was for medical misinformation. But really, bro, I put 3 videos at the end of my video. At the end of my rant, basically. So yeah, you want to call it a rant? It's a rant. Fine, fuck it. It's a rant. Anyway, I put 3 important videos after that. One was the video where we could clearly see the Gentiles were they were definitely under tyranny, and it's their tribulation. We could definitely see great tribulation against the Gentiles there in Australia. Well, then the next video was about this shot. Let's just say that injection shot, whatever. And the blood and the testing that was done on the blood of the people that were shot, and versus those that have not been, and how the blood was different for these people. Watch the video, because it literally talks about destroying the red blood cells. Like, that's what this is doing, and this was for the quote unquote Moderna. So yeah, I'm gonna say the name of the freaking name of the stuff that you want people to take. So yeah, this information, man, they are suppressing this information the same way that they have suppressed the truth of the Messiah and the true doctrine that he came here to teach. The same way that they suppress that, they're trying to stamp out the truth about their so-called shot. And I'm sick of the deception, man. I'm tired. And they muzzling me. I'm freaking tired, bro. I'm tired. Like, you know, I'm packed full of this work. And all I can do is put it out there. YouTube wants to stamp it out. Sweep it under the rug. Delete it. I've had 2 videos so far now deleted off of YouTube. And I have a strike on my channel. All because I'm speaking the damn truth. And they don't like it. They don't like that I am going against the narrative. But people need to hear this. It needs to be spread abroad. I know that it doesn't have to come from me. But it's here. And it is being widely ignored. And that's a shame. Not for my own glory and fame, but it's a shame that people are being led like sheep to the slaughter, and there's jewels like this out there. Not that I'm tooting my own horn and calling myself a jewel. No, it's the truth. It's the spirit of truth that is the jewel, which is coming from the Most High Almighty Power, which is the opposite of this world. I am not of this world. So obviously, I am not following the broad road which is leading to destruction. So if I'm not following the broad road which is leading to destruction, wouldn't that leave the narrow path? So you want to probably listen to the people that's not on the broad road, but on the narrow path, that's going a different direction than the majority of the populace. That's who you want to pay attention to. But that's not who most people pay attention to. They pay attention to the bells and the whistles. But I'm a hidden one. I'm a hidden weapon of the Most High. And I'm okay with that. Anyway, man, on that note, I'm just going to get off of here, bro, because I get so emotional over the fact that they're suppressing the truth, man. And then, on top of that, I get ridiculed for bringing about the truth. I get ridiculed and stigmatized, saying that I think I know everything. And people get mad at me because I'm trying to tell them the truth. Like, my whole relationship with my mom just completely messed up, all because I was trying to explain to her what the Father has done in my life. Why in the hell would that destroy a relationship between a loving mother and her child? Especially when the mother claims to love the Most High. When the mother claims to love God. Well, what she doesn't understand is that the God that she loves is the God that's been constructed for her to believe in. It is not the true Almighty. But she won't listen to me when I try to tell her this. We have to unlearn everything that we've been taught, because these lies have been carried down from generation to generation to generation to generation for centuries. They have covered up and polluted the true doctrine of Yahushua HaMashiach, who the world calls Jesus. They have suppressed it. To this day, they're still suppressing information that you need to make a logical determination on which direction you're going to follow. The reason why they suppress this information is to cause you to follow the broad road leading to your destruction. They don't want you on the narrow path. Therefore, they create a false reality. And we were born into that false reality. I've always wondered, why is things the way that they are? Why is it not fair? Why is it not a fair world? That was a logical question that I've had since I was a child. Yet I'm just told that that's just the way it is, so deal with it. No! Why would I just put up with it? Why am I just going to put up with the fact that we get treated like crap? Why am I just going to put up with the fact that we got to work twice and 3 times as hard as any other nation of people upon this earth? Why can't I question why every single character in the Bible is white? Why can't I question certain things? Shouldn't we be able to ask a question about anything? Why is questions demonized? Why are we demonized and stigmatized for asking questions? Why are we called conspiracy theorists? Who created that term? Do you even know? Yet you love to throw it out your mouth like vomit. You want to vomit all of this crap that you've been indoctrinated with and ingrained with, but want to look down on me and claim that I am in a cult. Really? Now I'm a warrior for the Most High. I'm a spiritual gangster. Yep. And it's the Father that woke me up to that. It ain't my own power. And this ain't in my own self. I didn't raise myself up. The Most High did that. Anyway, I ain't gonna stay on here. I just had to get my rant out for today. We can call it that. Call it a rant, call it whatever you want. But this is deep within my spirit. And I'm tired of this world. I'm sick of it. Shalom.